Why would we come here and do that? Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to another glorious Friday mailbag. It is Friday, July 4th. Nothing special happening today, not this year, but we've got some mail coming in here, and I've got some good stuff to open up as well. So we're going to get right to it, as we always do, on a mailbag with the comics that we picked up, courtesy of House of Secrets and my bank account. Picked up 3 of them right now, so let's take a look and give me a big shout out in the chat if you are watching. First thing I grabbed, Godzilla vs. Thor. I love that Godzilla's just putting themselves in everything like there. Written by Jason Aaron, drawn by Aaron Cooter. No problem with that. So yeah, I'm going to pick that one up. This one was really nice. This Captain America #1, fitting release. This is the Frank Miller cover, and I'm going to say something very divisive about Frank Miller now versus what Frank Miller used to be, but I absolutely love Frank Miller's ugly art phase. I genuinely do. I love that it's different and weird and kind of gross. All the stuff that people are like, this, look at how bad this looks. I'm like, yes, and that's the point, right? If you know about art history, you know how many super, super famous artists now, you know, were eating shit while they were alive from people. And then now we look back and we're like, oh my God, Picasso's stuff. You know, it's whatever. This right here, Assorted Crisis Events, this is actually the 4th printing of this book. Yeah, I mean, it does have Dark Knight Strikes Back energy right there on that. So this one right here, this I bought at the behest of, I'm going to do a name drop here, and I'm so sorry. I ran into him there. He's a boxing buddy of mine. He's a good friend, big comic dork, Franklin Jonas, a.k.a. the Bonus Jonas of the Jonas Brothers fame. He is a huge comic book nerd. Sort of like our buddy Joey Bragg. You know, he gives me hope for the comics future here. He was geeking out about some stuff. Very excited about that book, so I picked that one up. Very excited for that. Now, this next thing I picked up is something that meant a real lot to me when I was a kid, and I bumped into it at... Spy vs. Spy. This is a Spy vs. Spy collection, not particularly pricey or valuable. What I'm most likely going to do is read this through. I mean, you can get these now for $5, right? I'm most likely going to read through. I'm most likely going to read through this whole thing, and then probably give it away, donate it, put it somewhere. Love all. If you guys don't look at like classic Mad Magazine stuff like that, it's so good. Definitely check that out. This is obviously going to be the most important thing that I got in the mail right here, which is a little passbook with a little bit of fuzz on it here. But I'm going to show you my absolutely unhinged murderer photo. So we'll just cover up all the valuable information and just show you that I look like an absolute psychopath. But I did want this for several reasons, not the least of which being like, I don't feel like being in this country right now. Something I picked up today. I'm going to show you something I picked up today that's stupid, but people give me, you know, I box a lot, I preach health, but life is made to be lived, and so I grabbed myself some Reese's Sticks today. That's just a stupid thing. Now, this next thing, I'm blown away that I ran into this in the wild. I got this at Burbank Sports Cards on Wednesday. I walked in and I was like, excuse me? They were marked $15 a piece. This is the special edition starter decks from the Star Wars CCG. I've done a nerd episode on this with Dre Alvarez. This is a extremely popular and very valuable, all things considered. I paid $15 for these. They're about $50 to $60 a piece usually. So this one right here, hey Eddie, this one right here is just, I saw this and I was like, what's the cat? Like, how did these even get here? Somebody must have sold a set and they grabbed them. But these right here, like, this is an unhinged find. Within here are it's a bunch of fixed cards specifics, and then they add 2 rares in here. There's a lot of really, really great rares in there. There's a ton of main characters, but I don't know. I might keep these sealed. I may, like these. I don't know if I should open them because they're mostly fixed. I'd only be revealing 2 cards, but they're like such an important part of this, so I might keep them sealed. And then the other thing, because I love the game, but I've kind of pulled away from like the collecting thing, is I might sell them. I paid $30 for them. I could probably get, for the lot, I could probably get like 70 to 80 or something like that. So we have that. And so like that's the next week I'm gonna have a lot more mail because I ordered a bunch of stuff that should be coming. Get them in there. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna open 16 packs of cards for you guys. I'm going to open 8 packs of Ultraverse, 8 packs of Batman, Saga of the Dark Knight. We're going to hope and pray that the Batmans are going to be not bricked. Because remember, they got that 90s gloss. So let's see what we can do here. And that's not a good sign. All right, here, let's see what we can do here. So these basically, if you remember, they have, oh, that's not terrible. They have like, they're all from different stories. So like Sword of Azrael, Nightfall, and they did like, oh yeah, these are bricked. Yeah, so you can see the paper loss here. So unfortunately, looks like we won't be giving away too many of these. I don't like giving away damaged cards. There's a bummer because all these Mignola Nemesis cards. So we'll just look at them. Night Quest. And then I'm most likely just going to toss these. Because, yeah, even the front cards, if you look at the back, they're pulling up garbage. Well, I guess it's... But yeah, you can see, like, these are damaged. I don't send out damaged cards to people. That's not how Jeff do. So we'll just pop these open, go through them real quick, take a quick look, and then we'll go. I don't think the Ultraverse are, but I did feel like with packs like this, older packs, a trick you can do is you put the sides between your fingers, and if you just kind of like rock them back and forth, you'll be able to feel them shift. And if you don't feel them shift, well, you know what's happening. Yeah, dynamic duo. Yeah, like it's paper loss. Even the tiny little ones. Gorgeous cards. I like them. Nice year 1. But you can, yeah, it's Nemesis. Ooh, that's a good one too. Love me a Stealth Freeze art. If you break Marvel cards, you want your thing bricked, right? Oh, Dre, how could you? Dre saying, I'll give you a hobby in trade. You mean a hobby pack or? Dre, do you want these, bud? Let me know. We'll talk about it. Dre in here, also known as Nerd Numbers, is my lovely co-host. Yeah, the vibes of these cards are really, really strong. These are really fun. I wish, because we've opened these before where they weren't bricked. And unfortunately, yeah, this is like a real not great thing here. We actually pulled, we gemmed a chase card out of these packs, if you guys remember, like a Spectra Etch or whatever. So, Dre saying he'll trade me something for these special edition boxes. I might do that, Dre. This is such a great cover, by the way. This is such a great piece. I think I sent this one out when we opened the hobby box of these. Eddie, yeah, I have done PSA. I have a PSA account. So I've done PSA. I haven't done tag. That year 1 sort of like kind of taking the Frank Miller stuff. The further I get in, the more I like Azrael's design. And a big shout out, I think Joe Quesada is the one that threw that design together. So shout out to him for that. He designed, I believe, both Azrael's suit as well as Asbat's. So the night Batman number 500 one. So we have, yeah, look at it's such a bummer too. They're so gorgeous. Look at this. The whole stack. Ugh. Let's just hope we don't have a damaged Spectra etch. At the very least, let's hope that whoever got this box walked out scot-free with their Spectra etch. Hey, T from Cleveland. Happy quote-unquote Independence Day. Nightfall. I always loved like the weird hippie-ish kind of like the crown of, I mean, I guess, you know, we could talk about how it's like a crown of thorns kind of thing maybe that she's doing, but that poison ivy, where she has the like, you know, where she's running around looking like green Stevie Nicks or whatever. It's just very funny. That's the number 1 card, I believe. It is, although this one might have escaped. Damn, I mean, it's not like I can just mail out 1 card to people, so you know, but this. Oh yeah, this does have damage. Death in the family. Superman eating all the poison, as Superman is wont to do. Yeah, the sticky sound does. So Eddie, you said you're a TCG player. The stickies. Yeah, the good thing about being a TCG player though is like they don't really make sticky cards, so you're kind of in the clear. Love the stealth freeze. But yeah, this is just, and we talk about this a lot all the time. We address this on the channel a lot. Like cards from the early to mid 90s, they used a gloss that essentially becomes a glue in heat. So if you weren't, so you don't want to get it pregnant. Oh, is that? Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Is that? No, it's not. Okay. There we go. I love Robin doing what Batman does and kicking somebody in the back. Dynamic duo. Ooh, God, it's sticky. Look. Jesus, that's what we came to. And of course, this card doesn't have. This card doesn't have sticky damage to it. That's weird. Sometimes you get lucky, I guess. Oh, they buy you these kind of packs when they knew you were doing Pokemon and stuff. Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Because it's like a bummer. Like I love opening. Like this is my favorite era. Did this one escape without paper loss? No. But these Mignola, if these gem, I think they're actually worth some money. So if you're a member of the rookie card tier and I sent you some of those, you might want to look into getting them graded if you have the Mignola villain cards. Yeah, right. Getting to the end of the pack like it was the mist. Oh, that's really funny. I was at that party at Comic-Con in Thomas Jane's hotel suite. He stared into my eyes for a very uncomfortable period of time, and my friend, who I was the +1 of, walked up and she was like, "What the hell was that?" I was like, "Dude, I do not know." But it was cool. And there we go. So, unfortunately, we're not getting nothing salvageable here. So, here's what we'll do. I have these packs of Ultraverse cards here. So, we'll have 8 packs of Ultraverse cards. I have a couple more packs of Ultraverse cards if we want to go through, but these ones feel like they have a little bit more give to them, so I'm going to assume that they weren't spending... Oh, we got a Lord Pumpkin. He was such a hot character at the time, man. I don't know if you guys remember Ultraverse, but I, as a person who was born at a certain time, was very aware of the Ultraverse. I bought Mantra, I bought Hardcase, Prime, Prototype, but Lord Pumpkin, he was like the villain. This is a weird drawing of him too. But Lord Pumpkin was like the guy. Do you guys remember? It was like Ultraverse, because Ultraverse was created by Malibu. Is this the same pack? Let's see. Okay, Skybox. Here's the pack I just opened, and this is the pack I opened before. Oh, thank Christ. Back to Verk. So the mothership and the checklist prototype is in here, I believe, but it's a different prototype card. Okay, so it's Not exactly the same, but Shadow Mage. Basically, this was Malibu because Warstrike, he was like the guy from Mantra. And this Lord Pumpkin. They were like, okay, we were publishing Image for half a minute before they figured their stuff out. And now we want an image of our own. So they created the Ultraverse. Oh, Eddie, it's good to see you, bud. Thanks for stopping by, man. Seriously. And as a reminder, if you guys want some of these Ultraverse cards, head on over to patreon.com/JeffMay for not only that, but early access to uncensored episodes of bonus content. It shows like Nerd. Look at this fucking creep. Oh, wait. Was this Rune? Is this a character from Rune? I'm running a playmate. He's calling his bad mate. He's now repaying the world. He suffered at the hands of Hunt. Remember Rune? It was like a vampire that like ate heads or something like that. And then the Nightman playing his sexy saxophone on TV. There was a TV show for this guy. It was not good. Rune, Rune. I remember this guy too. Man, I'm like remembering all these random obscure characters of books that I only read like one issue of. Nightman. Sludge. Remember him? Look, he just looks like Blue Swamp Thing. Quattro. Is that like a dismembered head? Are those dismembered heads? What's going on? Oh, is he the kid? Quattro. This band of ultra criminals got. Oh, it's a gang. Or Uriel. Man, who would have thought? It's crazy that this didn't take off. Just a dude. JD Hunt. This guy looks like he's trying to sell you fucking office supplies. Not going to complain about Electrocute. Moving on. Freaks! You can't see the X in there, but they were freaks. And then Sludge, like I said, Blue Swamp Thing. Like if it was Sewer Thing, then that would be it. He was a great card. Put him off to the side because it looks neat. Yeah. So yeah, Ultraverse. Eventually, by the way, some of these characters they ended up being absorbed into Marvel when Marvel bought Malibu, so they could buy their digital coloring system. And Nightman had some crossovers, and there were crossovers. I think they threw Juggernaut into the Ultraverse for a while, but it never really took off because what you're doing is you're using really not great art to basically chase what Image Comics was doing, and that's not fun. Maybe I'll deface these cards before I send them to you guys. I think that would be funnier. Sweet Face. I get it. More Sludge, though. Love that Sludge. Slayer! Warstrike. No Mantra, no Prime, no Hard Case yet. We've gotten Nightman 33 times, and then I like he's like, yeah, look what I did. It's like, I don't know, man. It's not impressive once he's already dead. Also, you clearly just look like royalty Deathlock. Should we open more of these? We can open more of these if you want. I mean, I'm not married to the Ultraverse cards, but I have a few more. I'll open 2 more packs after the stack I have here. Because I want to see where Mantra is, because I liked her. I liked her design. You'll see. See? I liked her design when I was a kid for some strange reason. She was drawn by Terry Dodson. Oh, and on this one, too. Didn't really look like Dodson. But it was one of Dodson's earlier works before he really blew up doing Black Cat. Exactly. I can't tell if I remember these characters or if I got drunk reading Marvel Comics. I liked me some Mantra. And the idea is that within her is like this eternal warrior soul that keeps getting placed into new bodies every time he dies. How about Walt Simonson? It's so funny, you have kind of really not great art, and then all of a sudden you'll get Terry Dodson and Walt Simonson in a row. I have original artwork by Art Simonson. He did a sketch of Spider-Man for me. This is actually a really cool looking. This artwork's kind of rad. What's that? White's on there. It's a printing thing. And then you get some dipshit named Catapult. There's Prime by Jerry Ordway. Now, this is actually really funny because Jerry Ordway is mostly known for doing Shazam. And Prime is Shazam. Prime essentially is kind of like a Shazam. He's a 13-year-old that wishes himself to become a He-Man. He's Shazam. Like Prime is Shazam. And then like the art. So then you see P. Craig Russell. You're like, oh, this one looks good. Oh, it's P. Craig Russell. That's why. Jerry Ordway doing Prime, that is a flex, putting him to do Prime, because again, like a lot of his stuff was just like the Shazam stuff. So all right, we get Notch. He was a bad guy in Mantra, I believe, right? If I recall correctly. Lucas, he's the one that killed Lucas, which is the should not learn the soul of Lucas lives on in the body of Mantra. Notch's maniacal quest will begin anew. So it's like he's like the big villain of Mantra. So this is probably drawn by Terry Dodson too, but I can't see. Entity. More like Entity. Squad. See that's hard case, isn't it? Nope, maybe not. It says deceased. Hard case, Force of Starburst, and DJ Blast. Yeah, so there it is. Another Walt Simonson, though, doing Boom Boy. That's pretty sick. Hijack, that's a weirdo. Archimage, he's like the leader of Mantra, like the Splinter or whatever. Exiles. So I believe when Marvel bought the Ultraverse, they took this title, and that's where they created the Exiles comic book, and I believe they had like a crossover or whatever. It was like a whole thing. This is not bad. Very Golden Age character. I'll do a couple more of these. I have this many more, but we can come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'll do 3 more. Shazam, but green goo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he's just covered in green goo. Steven says, I'm way late, but these are cool. Are they? New Air. Zip Zap, and then at the end it says Zop, and he's just, that does improv. Atom Bomb, getting sued by the WWF at this one. Soul Tar. Backstabber. That doesn't seem like a name you'd want to have as a character, right? Be like, trust me. And it's like, your name literally tells me you can't. Look at this generic Silver Surfer ass, Human Torch ass thing. Just draw a naked guy. Gate. The creator of Minecraft started as a comic book. They do hit the nostalgia. I mean, yeah, it's a very 1993 scenario that we have placed ourselves in with the Enflamme. New Air again. We got another Sludge. Sludge looks cool. We like Sludge, even though he's a derivative dipshit character. It still looks cool. Atom Bomb. I love that they loved this kind of a headset there, like the Gambit headset, head sheath or whatever. The Saw. And then Head Knocker looking. That's the most Image looking character. He looks he looks like the guy from Marvel vs. Capcom, whose name I'm forgetting. Yeah, some of these names are just really horrid, yeah. Excuse me. Well, I need to eat these Reese's Sticks to feel a little bit better. Actually, I'm going to drink from my lead-lined Mac Tonight glass real quick. Prime. They had a cartoon, by the way. It was called like Ultra Force or something like that. Yeah, it looks like Wolverine. War Strike again. Tinsel. She's just like, I'm Heather from Alpha Flight. Like, she looks just like her. Firearm. Hey, we got a hard case. There we go. He was supposed to be like their like Captain America character. And Bloodbath. And so there we go. Welcome, ding, ding, down the nostalgia train, folks, of nostalgia that most of you probably don't even remember. Sorry that the Batman cards were all ruined and ugly and damaged. We will put those out for recycling or leave them out to some local kids or something. You know, we'll do whatever. But really excited to get that other stuff. Maybe sit back and read that Spy versus Spy book or something like that. But for now, you guys are great. Do me a huge... Yeah, it's... Yeah, you didn't miss much because they were all stuck together. It was bricked packs. So everything was like really not great here. You know, getting the Mignola Ras Al Ghul damaged is that's not fun. But hey, if you want any of these, along with all of the other cards that we had those Garbage Pail Kids on Wednesday, and we've got lots more breaks over the course of the month. Head on over to patreon.com/Jeff May, where you can get uncensored episodes with bonus content and early of shows like Jeff Has Cool Friends and Nerd. We also get the exclusive monthly Flow show. On top of that, you can get cards. Sign up for the rookie tier. And then for all of you that are my Canadians, I'm going to create a Canadian-specific rookie card tier to streamline things, make it easier, and maybe see if I can save you all a couple of bucks off of the shipping. So, yeah. So on top of that, you guys are great. Yeah, it's just a way to make it like it might be because I know I have the Canadians signing up for basically the Two-Face tier, and it creates complications. I make a Canadian tier for that. I'll probably be able to even drop the price by about $3 or something like that. So, save you $36 a year because I'm a man of the people. But hey, head on over there if you're here and you want to like, subscribe, and do all the stuff. Do it. It's free and it helps me, and we can open more shit and make it a better show. Love you guys. I hope you have a safe weekend. Celebrate the good Americans in your world. You don't have to celebrate the country of America right now because we are not doing great, but if you want to celebrate all the good Americans, the people that are standing up for their neighbors and not giving in to tyranny, please, by all means, do that. I love you. Be safe. Have a great weekend. And I will see you at the very latest next Wednesday. Okay, bye.